So today we get a chance to, I didn't think I was going to start this conversation this way. I was literally just about to go and bring you in and let you know about who we're talking to, someone who's really important to me and very special to me. And I'm going to introduce her in just a bit. But one of the things that you'll find here when we have these conversations is that what gets said in the conversation is far less important than like how we are being in the conversation. This is not a podcast where you listen and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, they said do X, Y, and Z, so I'm just going to go out and do it. Trust me, there'll be some insights that come for you that way. There'll be some information, I should say, that comes to you that way, and you can use it as a takeaway or not. But what I really am enjoying about these conversations is the kind of the internal parts, the parts that don't get spoken, the parts where you may not know that I almost stumbled in my own identity like right where we started off this whole thing. And to make that into something where that doesn't need to be hidden, and to be in the ongoing practice that literally everything that we do has value to someone and may have value to someone at some point. In fact, the person that I'm talking to today, her name is Samily, and she's someone that is truly incredible. In fact, while we were getting ready before we hit record here today, she said she was telling me about her aspirations for today. And she said, and at some point, I hope this will be valuable for someone. And that was like music to my ears. I told you this, Sam, because I've been in conversations with people where they put up a front, they put on the mask, the recording button hits on, and all of a sudden they change into their, professional persona or who they want to be. And we miss out on who they actually are. We miss out on that. And I really think that you have, I think it speaks to why I'm so excited that you're in my world, why I'm so excited to spend time with you and to continue to help others get to know you as well, because you're someone who puts first things first. And what I like, you're incredibly successful in the activities you've taken on, from business to invest into to work that you do in the social sector. Like you've done a lot of different things, and but who you've been, as I get to know you more, to hear more of the stories, and I've heard more of your accomplishments, that's the thing that continues to impress me. The thing about you where, regardless of how other people have decided the right way is, you take a look and you look at what is actually most important here, and how do we want to go about doing it. And sometimes you come up with a way that most other people wouldn't even think was possible to be successful. And then you pull it off. And then you come off and you do something else and you pull it off. And what I get from you is that like you're able to operate in a world. I'm not saying it's easy, but I do notice that the level of integrity that you bring to yourself and to the projects and to the people that you surround yourself with. So Sam, that is the reason why I'm glad that we're in conversation. That's the reason I'm glad that you're in my world here, at least in this moment. It's really, really wonderful to be in conversation with you. How are you today?
I'm good, Niam. I'm very excited to be here. Thanks so much for the very kind introduction. I just wanted to say, starting off with your name, as a person who was introduced to you as Nemo at first, and then kind of watched you reclaim your name Niama, and having to get used to that. I definitely thought that, it was an interesting journey, and I'm so glad to have been witness to that, because I've seen the way that you've reclaimed your identity and just how much it's also tied to your journey with Outliers, because it's all about kind of like being authentic to who you are, your commitment to that. So, I'm sure it wasn't an easy journey. It was an easy decision, switching your name, or reclaiming your name, rather, I should say. So super proud of you for doing that. And I've also seen how much more comfortable you are using Nyama too. So I think that's something that it's been really lovely to watch and witness.
It's the World Joy Movement. Yeah. What was your greatest insight from this conversation? And if you want to come and be a part of a conversation like this live, it's really simple. Just go to beworldjoy.com and come introduce yourself, and let's take the conversation to the next level, because you're there now. All right, let's play.